Shalom and good morning, friends. Do you agree with me that when we have truly encountered God, something within us changes deeply and permanently? It is no longer something we can contain or keep to ourselves. In one way or another, we are moved to bring Him to others because an encounter with the Lord is never just an experience, it becomes a fire. Anyone who has truly met Him will not be able to remain silent. There is a stirring within, a quiet urgency, and a love that longs to be shed. It is as if the heart cannot hold it in anymore. This is what we see in the disciples in the first reading today. From Acts of the Apostles, chapter 5, verse 32, that says, "We are witnesses, we and the Holy Spirit, whom God has given to those who obey Him." The disciples spoke because they had encountered Jesus, and the Holy Spirit was alive within them. And before them there was Jesus. The verses in the Gospel says that he who comes from heaven bears witness to what he has seen and heard, even if his testimony is not accepted. So Jesus himself is the first witness. Friends, I still remember the beginning of my own journey. When I first tasted God's goodness and mercy, there was such a freshness, such a burning within me. I spoke about Him so freely, almost like I couldn't help it. I wanted everyone to know Him. I followed the promptings of the Holy Spirit with a kind of boldness that came from love. I was in many ways mad in love with Jesus, alive and overflowing. But over time, as I continued serving and committing myself more deeply, I realized something within me became quieter. Not gone, but gentler. The zeal did not disappear, but it was no longer expressed in the same spontaneous way as before. My commitment, my responsibility, and my routine slowly shaped how I lived out my faith. And even as a catechist faithfully serving, I sensed this invitation within to not let commitment replace encounter, to not let routine soften the awareness of His presence, and most of all, to remember that witnessing is not just about what I do, but about who I am rooted in. And so, perhaps today, we can gently ask ourselves, has my zeal to be His witness slowly dimmed? Or has it simply become quieter beneath the weight of routine and responsibility? And even if it has dimmed, then today is not a moment of guilt. It is a moment of awakening. Today, let us not settle for a quiet faith that only stays within us. Let us not grow too comfortable that we forget the urgency of the gospel. But let us ask boldly, Lord, set my heart on fire again to be your faithful witnesses. Thank you, friends, and God bless you.